She move her body like a shaman. All in my head, so much in common. Just say that word, baby, I'm on it. If this ain't love, then I don't want it. She move her body like a shaman.
We have to relate with each other. I am a man, you are a woman. There's no escaping that. So we must understand the relationship that we have. We must understand these urges that we have to relate with one another. We must understand how to properly assign the urges that we have to relate and create. And we have to be able to observe in practice who we are as we relate with each other. A lot of our unnatural ways of handling each other and handling our emotions is coming from the fact that we do not have a full comprehension on who we are. We believe our emotions are us, and therefore we must follow every emotion that comes to us. Emotions are not us. Emotions are energies that exist outside of us, that we bring into us in order to carry us from one place and one experience to the other. They are not us. In truth, we are peace. At our very core, we are peace, which is non-emotional. Yes, and we use emotions too as powers to invoke whatever we need in this life. And so the sexual drive that we have, and you mentioned something earlier about the way we go into sex. It's coming from the fact of this guilt and shame we have around sex, and not just sex, but relating around the human body, around our appreciation and admiration for the human body. You know, we have never had a safe space to express or even cultivate these natural urges so that they can be a part of our righteousness. You get what I'm saying? They're always something that we leave at the door of righteousness. Whereas your sexual prowess, your creative power, your admiration for your male or female counterpart should be a part of your righteousness and should have a place in your personal kingdom of heaven. Or it will be a devil and demon in your life.
Because you're holding back that force within you. And for example, a lot of people would know this in the Caribbean when we do our carnivals. People tend to look at it the way that we would behave and we would dance and we would free ourselves as something to be ashamed of. And we witness this like year round when we have this all the time. So it is something of importance. Like a woman, she would want to wear something or go somewhere or be her natural self, but it looks to people like she's being too much or she's being too much of a flirt. So we do have that dynamic, and he is correct, because sometimes I want to do certain things, but I'm going to think how people are going to look in that or look at me in that manner. So
see, the key, and obviously it's very important to protect yourself. However, what I put to people, every single one of us are here to work out our spiritual journey. We're here to save ourselves, really. And so what I would suggest is that anything that you want to do, any protest that you want to make it a part of your lifestyle. Yes, you know, don't necessarily fix yourself to
for people,
for people, or to argue with people about go to war with yourself and your own perceptions on what it is that you're doing. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
You know, like, you know, in whatever it is that you are desirous of becoming or sharing or expressing, allow yourself to explore the reasons why you're looking at it in a certain way, or the why you are afraid of it in a certain way, or the why, you get what I'm saying? And protest against yourself. you know,
That is important.
and be very comfortable and at peace with whatever decision you make around, because, you know, people make the mistake of just because someone's showing their body doesn't mean they're confident.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And just because someone's covering their body doesn't mean
that
they're not
insecure.
confident.
Yes.
Or that they're insecure.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that. There's so much that goes into people's expressions or lack thereof.
Yes.
So much that goes into that. And it's more about the individual than any. There's no one right view. There is no. The idea is this: nature is the only truth. Yes, and what you do on top of nature is going to be should be relative to your personal aims and objective.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So if you want to cover up from head to toe,
why not?
Then you absolutely should.
Yeah.
And you're not wrong for doing that.
Yes.
If you want to walk around naked, then you absolutely should. And you're not wrong for doing that.
Exactly.
The wrong and the right in that comes personally when what you are doing tips you out of your own spiritual balance. So it's a personal conviction, whether you're wrong or right. I can't say, only you can say based on your understanding of what you need spiritually. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm there with you. I have questions, but it's like, damn, just let him keep talking. All right. So wait, let me know how much time you have. I don't want to go over whatever you may have scheduled. I know it's going on to 6 for you now.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
15
or
minutes.
Just over 15 minutes, yeah.
All right, I'm going to keep track of that as well. All right, so we're going to get somebody I'm definitely joining your classes. I'm going to get the book as well. So we'll be able to.
You can also download the book free from my website as a PDF.
Okay.
Just because it can be difficult to get physical copies sometimes.
Okay.
It's quite dear, but by all means, please do try. But even if you wanted to start this Sunday, for example, you'd be able to download it off my website for free. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So we have visited basically self. And understanding how both female and male coincide with each other, and the balance of nature and how nature works for each other, right? Does nature also include the balance of our food? Because a lot of people tend to think that food has no influence on them. And I wanted to be able to let them see that it truly does. How?
Who doesn't think? I don't know who thinks that. That's nonsense. Nobody. I don't care if you eat bad. Even if you eat bad, you know food. When you get home and all you want is that Twinkie, or you know that food has an influence because it's gonna make you feel better. Even if it's just Ben and Jerry's tub ice cream, you want it. Why? Now this is interesting because food and sex pull on the same emotions. If you want to discipline yourself around sex, then a good place to start is with food.
That is.
You see? So like for people who like suffer from addiction to masturbation or addiction to sexual gratification in any way, like going on a fast with food will help you understand that energy and how to control it in your favor. They're very, very linked. Very linked. The desire for food is the same lustful desire we have in sex. And when you correct one, you have, it's almost like you've done the module to understand the other.
Right. Everything just clicks into place.
Yes, because you're using the same energy.
Yes.
To restrain yourself, or, you know what I'm saying, and to inculcate discipline.
Right.
So fasting is a great way to understand that power you have.
Right. Wow.
And the energy that you have, and to hone your energy more. But yes, food has been proven on all levels to have effects on the way we think, the way we look, the way we function, and so definitely the way we have sex, and what is and our sexual experience, down to the smell that comes from our body when we perspire.
True.
You know, it's not rocket science. Anyone can see it. You know, anyone can see it if they've had any sort of journey. Yeah, that's it. It's not even.
It's not science. You are correct, because what you said, when you're depressed, you go for something sweet. I mean, when you're anxious, you go for something crunchy. But what we don't do is pay attention to the patterns in why it is that we are going for this food, why we're going for this thing to distract us. We don't ever pay attention to that. So I always let my people know that your actions require you to pay attention. Be observers of the things that you say and you do and the things that you feel, because they come back around to be able to get to your emotions, basically, right? The things that you eat, the things that you react to, it all tells on which part of your emotions you decide you're going to work on, or if you're not going to work on. But always be observers to yourself. If you want to be a full logical person, take yourself out of you. Take yourself out of your environment to be able to see why it is that I feel this way, why it is that I want to be or go in this direction that I'm going.
What's your relationship like with food?
My relationship is fantastic with food. So well, I don't like to call it vegan. I don't like to call it plant-based. The titles are underrated. So I eat healthy. I have my cheat days, but most of the time I eat healthy, and everything I do, I'm currently actually doing a vegan ice cream, because I know that I have some friends who have kids and they want to have their children to have some sort of snack. So they like ice cream, so I'm going to do a vegan version to the ice cream. So I'm developing that now here.
And have you been able to see, for you, how is food related to your sexual health journey?
Well, females are going to relate to this who have changed in their, it has changed not just my sexual journey, every single thing about me when I changed how I eat, how I respect the food that I eat, what it is that I place in my body, and how appreciative of it I've placed the thing that I've placed in my body. And I've been vegan for 2 years now, and it has been beautiful. The calm that I feel with the change in the things that I eat has made me feel so blissful, right? And then when it came to my sexual energy, it was heightened. But what I came quickly in realizing that your sexual energy don't always have to be of a release. I learned that personally. I always use it to facilitate anything else that I want to do, instead of thinking at that heightened emotion may be just sexual intercourse. So question, because that is something really, how much time we have? Okay, we have 8 minutes. Your energies, when you change your diet, why do we always think that is anything to do sexually and not something to use it for other things?
Because what we got to understand, our relationship with sex and our obsession with sex as a world is coming from the fact that we have been, sex is the last thing that we have in our own autonomy, where we are encouraged to be wildly creative. Everything, and even that has been heavily policed through contraception, through fear of disease, through
condoms, all of those things.
All of that stuff has been heavily homogenized. However, sex is the one place where we can quickly go to feel the power of God. think of, no, I want, and because this is one of my last points, I think it's really important that we understand that sex, the reason why we are so obsessed with sex, so obsessed with sex, as men and as women.
Yes.
Yes. And why we are so concerned.
Yeah.
Whenever we relate with someone, whether we're friends or not, we always think, oh, are they having sex? Is this person having sex? We're always, our biggest passer is sex.
Right.
Because it is one of the only places where the everyday person can feel the power of God in an instant. You understand?
Yes.
Now, as free sovereign men and women, the power of God is to be felt on a daily basis based on how we create and relate. That is what that sexual energy is for, relating and creating. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Relating, creating. Relate, create. We are so disunified, and this is why I teach this thing on the Sunday. We are so disunited that we do not know how to relate at that level without it being relegated to this thing. We don't understand that energy on a mutual level by just opening our hearts and becoming one with each other. We have been made so perverse that we believe the only way we are able to relate like that is if we go into darkness in the room. See, and this is why usually what comes out of it, you know, one night stands are cool, pretty image is cool, but it never lasts long, and it often puts us in a place where we regret. Because it wasn't founded on anything that's going to carry us to where our spirit naturally wants to go. Every person on this planet is here on a spiritual journey. And so that creative power that we've been given is supposed to be used to help you on your spiritual journey. Now imagine using all your creative powers and still being in the same place.
Deep. Yes.
That is our current relationship with sex.
Yes.
A lot of us are masturbating with each other.
Boom. And there goes the bomb. There is no connection whatsoever.
None. And so you will find that, you know, you asked me about our ancestors. We cannot, until we study nature, you can't even begin to talk about what was going on with our ancestors, because you just won't get it. You know, people want to run to the ideas of polygamy and polyamory or matriarchal societies. You know, these things, it's like, yeah, these things are a part of utopian dreams, which I am the biggest proprietor of utopian dreams. However, I am also a logical man, meaning you have to understand the foundation of what builds such environments.
Because you
know,
can't
we fantasize about communities where women walk around naked and they're safe. You know what I'm saying? They're topless and no one bothers them. No one's trying to do nothing to them. Those communities exist, but they are founded on worlds apart from our mentality. You would never understand the level of, I can't even use English words to describe what, because you call it respect. It's not respect.
It's not. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's not even confidence from the females.
It's not even confidence. That's my point. It's not confidence. It's just they are on the rhythm of nature. That's it. And if there's one thing, if you ask, what is Mikel here to do? I am here to help us as a people get back on the rhythm of nature. That's it. The rhythm of our nature, because then it's going to help us understand where we're at and what we need to do to build for our future.
Mm-hmm.
Rhythm of nature. And
all right. I had 2 questions and I forgot, but that's fine. We are coming into time, and I want him to tell us about his album that he released. He has really, really good rhythmatic music, if I can say that. And I have been watching his videos on YouTube as well. They are really good too. So I will put, during the course of this video, I will be putting everything that where you need to go. But I want him to tell us about his album.
Yeah, again, we just dropped a project. I wrote and produced the project. It's called Rojo, Rhythm and Breath.
Right.
And that can be found online, Spotify, Apple, Tidal, Google Drive, Google Play, SoundCloud, all of those places. And again, it's a project to help us with get back to our natural rhythm. You know, I want to take music away from the industry that has been created around it. It's our nature. It belongs to us first. We sell it to the industry.
Yeah.
But we don't need that anymore. We can go directly. I want to free people practically through the music, and people will feel that when they turn it on. And then when you practice, when you use the music to practice the Cesarotto game, you will feel it and have a different connection with your own nature.
Yeah, rhythm brings something out of you. You could be as mad as you want to be, and something comes on that your body feels, that your body connects to, and you're gonna start moving. You know, you're gonna start moving an arm, a leg, something. Is just we just live that. That's just who we are. Water have a rhythm. Understand? If our water have a rhythm, if our water knows and feels and hears us, then why can't we be one with that as well? Why don't we know?
I want people to understand that is a spiritual power. Yes, like Hogwarts. Like I'm not even joking.
Yes.
We have been fooled into thinking that it's not. But it is emphatically a spiritual power of the highest degree. The entire metaphysics of life runs on rhythm and vibration. That is an energy we control. I need us to understand that. The day we understand that, a lot of things change.
Yeah.
But that is a spiritual gift that other people do not have.
Yeah. Because when you watch it, the music that you listen to, it do influences you. It influences what you think, how you, the direction that you go, your relationship with other people. It affects you completely. So, yeah, this is good shit. With that being said, it was a pleasure having you here. It was a really good conversation. I am going to tag you in this. When I release it, I'm going to be posting some of it on my page so people can see it as well. And guys, please follow him. I would like to have him back, so I'll work on that as well, to have him back here if he would like to come back, of course. So with that being said, thank you guys for being here, and I hope and I know that you will learn something from here, as I did. This was profound for me as well. So I hope that you guys learned something from here as well. Please go check out his stuff. Go get his music. I'm going to be getting his music as well. So please get his stuff. Watch his stuff on YouTube. Oh my God. They are so good. So please do as well. Sign up. I'll be signing up as well too. So just do everything.
Yes.
With that being said, go ahead. You were saying something?
No, I was just giving my salutations. Peace.
Oh, okay. With that being said, bye guys. So you said that you were part of a community named the Wahu or Watawa. Okay, what is that? How where is it, and how can we be able to go if we have people who are interested in it?
So Watu Aroho means people of the heart, or people of the spirit. The heart and the spirit are the same thing, but that's another lesson for another day. Yeah.
Write that down.
But the community we have built and are continuing to build a online digital village made up of Africans in the diaspora from all over the planet. Yes. Who have come together in the name of spiritual health and growth. The study that I was referring to, we do a weekly Ma'at study class where I break down the 11 laws of God, because that is the culture in which we wish to come together as a community with that, to bind us together. The laws of nature is how we come together and commune. And in this community, each individual who is a part of the community contributes to the spiritual health and growth of others in their own unique way. Wow. And so within the community, we have, for example, mothers who run learning academies for each other's children. And this is online. This is people who've never met each other. Wow. So we have people who teach Swahili classes. We have people who teach cryptocurrency from a community standpoint and how we can pool our resources together. We have people who do oracle readings on a weekly basis. We have people who are just creatives, who create, again, in the name of inspiring people and empowering people. We have people who run YouTube pages, again, about highlighting champions within the community. We have people who teach people how to farm, or teach people how to take care of plants and botanicas. Wow. We have, again, it's all about spiritual health, and spiritual health is lifestyle. It's not one thing, it's everything you do. Spirit means breath, breath is energy. So spirituality is your energy operations, which is your lifestyle. And so what we've done, knowing that we are all, even though I'm the guide, even me, everybody, no one is exempt. We are all on our spiritual health journey, and we will face challenges. And the idea is that if we have a community who we are communing with, then these challenges will be met with ease, met with peace, and we'll be more encouraged to take the longer course on our spiritual journey. So yeah, you can follow our page, Waroho House, on Instagram. We are going to be doing, we have offline groups, which is for members only. And we won't be bringing anyone new into that until the new year, when we plan to set up some apps. Oh wow! However, for now though, join our weekly study class, because people from the community always take part in that, and that is the first entry point to the community anyway. Our weekly study class. Okay, so question. For people who will not be able, let's say that they won't be able to join, right? Would Metuniter, I think is the pronunciation, I'm not sure if people we put it there, would that be a good book to read for people who can get it too? Yes, the Metuniter is a powerful book. There's many powerful books. There's so many powerful books. This isn't about a book per se. This isn't not led by a book. One thing that I will note about the Black conscious community in general is that we read a lot. We have a lot of knowledge,
yes,
but somewhere that knowledge does not get applied.
yes.
And this is how many, for example, women especially complain about men who are knowledgeable, who can speak to the God, but still acting like the same fool men that they've always known. This isn't about reading a book. This is about living a lifestyle. This is about committing to your personal spiritual health growth. And so, by all means, read the Metuneta 1, 2, 3, 4, read the 11 Laws of God, read The Alchemist, read whatever, read the Bible, read the Quran.
It does have stuff in there.
No, it does, but I'm saying read, but I'm talking about becoming.
Understand, yes.
I'm talking about not even understanding, I'm talking about becoming. Because you can understand why it's good to fast. Unless you become the person where fasting is a part of your lifestyle, fasting is never going to have effect on you based on your understanding.
Of it, yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back off. So that's all I wanted to know. That was one of the questions was going to answer. I wanted to know what was this community and if we were able, because I have people from England who watch, and I wanted to know if they will be able to join, etc. So
yeah, anyone can join. This is directly about the African diaspora. So as long as you are part of the worldwide African diaspora, you know, this content is for you. You know, this content, these experiences. We take people to Kenya every year. So next December 2021, we'll be taking people to the motherland for our spiritual health experience that we do for the last 4 years. Again, if you go on Waroho House, you'll see
everything there.
The images and videos from what we've done in the past. So yeah,
all right.
It's about returning back to nature.
I think we're going over. I was going to ask you how long you were living there. How long you were living in Kenya?
3 years.
Wow. And how is it?
Paradise.
Yes. Because I'm interested in getting people to realize going to Africa is something profound. And
have you been?
No, I want to so badly. I'm working towards that.
But you can't get no one to come if you ain't.
I haven't been.
You can't, because your example, like when people see your being in that place, they will know how it is by your example.
I like that.
And you know, that's one of the main reasons I went there. I preached Africa my whole life, but how can I preach a place
if you've never been? Yes, that's what I want to go so badly. I want to go really badly.
Well, plan 2021. Come with us. It's going to be a very, very, you know, inshallah, it's going to be a very, very heavenly experience.
I am definitely interested, for sure. I'm definitely interested. Okay, I'm going to let you go because I'm just going to keep asking you questions. So let me... Hey, you. Yes, you. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for coming to my page. So I would like for you to subscribe, and I also want you to watch the last video, and I hope that you enjoy everything on my channel. Thank you.